Hello everyone and welcome back to more FM22, the beta Aston Villa thriller at the Villa. We're heading towards the end of our first Premier League season and it's heading towards a very, very good conclusion. Hopefully, it might end today. Yes, our extremely weird season continues unabated. We've had probably our worst patch of form of the entire year since last time, but still not exactly bad. February was quite draw heavy, but a 0-0 with Manchester United is not bad in the context of how good they are in the game. A 1-1 with Leeds, a bit more disappointing at Elland Road. Morgan Sanson rescuing us relatively late on. We got some revenge against Newcastle, 2-0 there, Bailey and Sanson to give us 3 points. Then, well, much like the previous game against Newcastle, we got trashed by Wolves at Molineux. It was not a great performance. Better than against Newcastle. We did play quite well. We probably should have got something from the game. Basically, it was just a defensive horror show. You can see, apart from Matt Targett, everybody was awful. And then the forward players, not much better apart from Leon Bailey. Not a great day. But we bounced back against Southampton once again, much like last time. Southampton, the team where we're able to get some quality performance back again. Mings on the score sheet, Ings on the score sheet against the club, as well as Sanson, who's in a good run of goal scoring form to give us a 3-1 win. And then most recently, West Ham United, the fixture list got moved around a bit because Norwich have made it to the FA Cup semi-final. We were 2-0 down at half-time, which is a bit of a concern because as of yet we are unbeaten in the Premier League at home. But the 2 goals from Mr. Diop gave them a lead of all people. But we came back, we left it very, 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 very late. We switched things up a little bit in terms of what we were doing, but it worked. Ollie Watkins, for the first time this season, finally scored a goal, and it was a very crucial goal in the 88th minute, and then we won a penalty. Bertrand Traore won a penalty, which Anwar Al-Ghazi converted to give us a point and save our unbeaten home record, which was nice. And hopefully it can be maintained today as well, because we're going to be playing Norwich first of all, FA Cup semi-finalists Norwich, who are in this universe in 10th place and not going to be relegated, which is not very realistic really, is it? Then we're going to be playing Arsenal, who in this universe are in 4th place, which is not very realistic, is it? 2 crucial games in our pursuit of European football, indeed Champions League football. It's still on the cards. We are still in 3rd place. We've taken a little bit of a knock with some of those draws and the defeat. Arsenal are 5 points behind us though, which is a healthy cushion. They have won the Carabao Cup, so 7th place will possibly be good enough for European football. Possibly. As it stands, we are 14 points clear of Leeds in 7th and 16 points clear of Man City in 8th. So we're in a very good position with 8 games to go. And just to clear up a little bit of other admin stuff, transfers, we didn't sell anyone sort of super significant. We sold a couple of youth players to Huddersfield for a bit of cash. We did also sell Frederick Gilbert to Strasbourg for £2.4 million in one of the weirdest transfers ever done on FM. You may recall he was our backup right back. He was out on loan for some reason, even though he's good, and I'd rather he was here. But anyway, he was on loan at Strasbourg. His contract was expiring, so they decided to sign him on a free transfer in the summer. So, bearing in mind that he was on loan with them for the rest of the season anyway, we had the option to offer to sell them to him permanently now. I didn't think they'd take it because obviously they were going to get him for free and they would have him for the rest of the season anyway. No, they decided that they would be quite happy to pay 2.4 million for him for no reason whatsoever. Now, I'm not complaining. It's a bit of a loss for the club, but still better than getting nothing. So, yeah, we'll take that. Very, very strange, though. We did also make a signing, one that I wasn't intending on doing, but we had to sign Jamal Blackman. It didn't really work out, but we signed Jamal Blackman because basically Jed Steer has done his Achilles tendon and he's going to be out for a very long time, probably the rest of the season. Well, he will be out for the rest of the season. Emi Martinez also got a pretty significant injury. He was out for about 7 weeks. He's back now. He's able to play today. But yeah, we were in a bit of a tight spot with only Schlager, so I signed Jamal Blackman on a free transfer, and then after 2 games sitting on the bench, he broke his leg. So I'm not sure what he was doing there, but it didn't work out particularly well. But maybe we can sell him for a bit of money at some point. Goalkeepers, often you can get at least a couple of £100,000 for them. And we did also have our youth intake, our regen day, and well, it was, first of all, quite good. The way it's laid out this year, I don't remember even seeing this being announced as a feature, but it's really nice. It's broken up very clearly into their abilities. You get to see their faces, which is always disconcerting. But we have got quite a few decent players. Darryl Rathbone looks like a decent prospect. But most importantly, these two guys here, Derek Peters and in particular Chrissy Farquhar, he is listed as being a potential generational talent at the age of 15. He's got some decent attributes. Going to need to develop quite a lot, I think. But yeah, certainly promising. Whether we'll ever see him, I don't know. So then, Norwich up first of all. As said, a decent season for them, which really they should be doing. Norwich's squad, Norwich's summer transfer business, there's been a lot of nonsense on places like TalkSport about Norwich. Norwich have made some really good signings, and I think Norwich's squad is actually really good. But for some reason, and I think that reason, unfortunately, is probably Daniel Farker, they're not doing very well. But anyway, in this universe they are, so we're going to need to put in a good performance to see if we can stop them. So Emi Martinez, as said, back in goal. Target, Mings, Concert and Cash is the defence. And Camber, Zakaria and Sanson is the midfield. Douglas Luiz is unhappy. I don't really care. He's never really played very well this season. Buendia and Bailey are the wings, and Ings is up front. His goal scoring endeavours have slowed down quite a bit in recent weeks. 22 goals is all he now has. He was on 21, I think, at the end of last episode. So just one more goal since then. Still a very good season, obviously. But yeah, he's slowing down a little bit. Maybe he can score today and help fire us towards European football. Okay, we do definitely need some revenge. Of course, Norwich, one of only 3 teams to defeat us this season in the league, which is pretty good. And the fact that so far those teams have been Norwich, Newcastle and Wolves says a lot about how well we've played against some of the more established top teams. Okay, nothing much to report in the early stages apart from the fact that Max Aarons has gone off injured for Norwich, which is not a bad thing given how good he is, and we're coming forward now. Buendia against his old club, back to Mings, and Camber recycling possession to Zakaria, looking to press home a bit of an advantage. Leon Bailey whips a shot in, and it's not far away, but Norwich have a free kick in a very dangerous area, which Kieran Dowell is standing up for, and Kieran Dowell scores. Martinez did not even move. That had goal written all over it. Having apparently dominated so far, that was not good. I mean, it's a great free kick. Martinez seems to be chastising the defence before the ball's even gone in the goal. It's like, you're the one that's meant to be saving it, mate. He wasn't exactly convincing against West Ham, so he seems to have been affected by his injury, which is unfortunate because he's been one of our best players overall this season. But we're pressing, we're trying to win the ball back as much as we can. Imagine if the only team we lose to twice this season is Norwich. Imagine if the only team that beats us at home this season is Norwich. I mean, that's just embarrassing, isn't it? And I say that as someone that likes Norwich a lot. Bailey trying to find Zakaria, doesn't manage to do so. It's cleared away, but only as far as Conser. Conser's found Sanson, who whips a shot in, and it's just wide. We've had 2 good efforts, but both from long range. Free kick of our own. Buendia plays it in. Ings is there, and Ings is just wide as well. Some decent opportunities, but I wouldn't really say any of them were super clear cut. And it's Norwich now coming forwards. Todd Cantwell intercepted well by Camber, and Bailey can look to press forwards. We're going down the right hand side, which is probably not the best way. We should probably be targeting Sam Byram because he's not really that great, particularly. Zakaria, good whip ball to Matty Cash. Matty Cash, can he find a cross in? Goes low to Bailey, across to Sanson, who can't get it out from under his feet. Not a clean connection. Matt Target on the other side, whips across in a bit higher this time. Bailey knocks it down. Sanson's there, and again, it's wide, apparently blocked by Semedo. We're ratcheting up the pressure though, but still no real good effort on target that we've really particularly seen. And Norwich on the counter. Surely we're going to stop this one before it can really develop. We do. So not great. XG would indicate we are absolutely dominating, but yet we haven't found any way through and we're losing. I'm not angry, just disappointed with you. We'll go with that. They seem a bit motivated by it. I'm not going to make any changes just yet, because I think we are playing well. We've got an opportunity. Matty Cash with a throw right near the corner flag to Zakaria. Whips it in. Bailey's on it. Bailey to Sanson. It's blocked and it's in eventually. I thought that was going wide again. Sanson's had so many chances, but it's ended up going in. The equaliser comes from Danny Ings, of course. Bit of a defensive calamity from Norwich. Great work from Bailey to drag them across. Sanson's effort. Tim Krul jumps. Very unfortunate for him. And Danny Ings cannot help but score. Again, it's not even Tim Krul, it's Angus Gunn in goal. Sides keep not playing the goalkeepers they're meant to in real life. It's very confusing. Target whips the ball in, Bailey's there, knocks it on, and it's a good stop from Gunn. Our XG is absolutely massive, and yet it's still only 1-1. I'm not too devastated, I suppose, if we can get a draw here, because I think actually just maintaining the home record would be really good. But Norwich are going to have to say a thing or two about that because they're coming forward once again. Sargent to Cantwell. Gilmour with the ball over the top, which Martinez reads well and stops before Sargent can get onto it. Mings looking to play out from the back. He's been inspired by Harry Maguire, seemingly. Matt Targett to Buendia against his old club, of course, stretching the defence. Can he find a ball in? Stops himself, plays it in, looking for Bailey. Leon Bailey is not someone I really would associate with headers, but he scored a couple of headers this season, and that one was the best of the bunch. The replay starting with Buendia, but it was all about the work from Mings and Targett, I think, initially. I mean, not that Buendia's ball wasn't absolutely amazing, it was, and the header from Bailey, absolutely special as well. We've got the lead. Need to start thinking about making some changes. Buendia with the free kick in this time, and Bailey's header again is not far away, but that's going to be the last action from the Jamaican because he's getting quite tired. So Traore comes on. In fact, Buendia is going to come off as well for El Ghazi. Okay, we can grab a third goal. That would make things a little bit safer. Sambia off the bench finds Traore off the bench as well. Bundled over by Tufan. It's gone across to El Ghazi. There was a potential penalty there. We don't need it because El Ghazi has made it 3-1, and hopefully that is that. Good work from Sambia. So much time and space. Finds Traore. This was the potential penalty. Bundled over by Ozan Tufan, but it doesn't really matter. And El Ghazi makes it 3-1. Not Ozan Tufan, is it? I think he's at Watford. It's Kabak, isn't it? Ozan Kabak. Should really know because they're all literally on the screen right in front of me, but apparently reading is not my strong point. Okay, we've got to be careful we don't let this slip. We're in a good position, but a fourth goal would be even better, wouldn't it? El Ghazi finds Sanson. Ball played forwards. Traore's in behind. Bertrand Traore, he's been shuffled out a little bit, but he's managed to find Danny Ings, and Danny Ings keeps his feet to make it 4, and surely that is now job done. Norwich are getting a bit tired, getting a bit lax in defence, and we are, as we so often do this season, kind of running riot towards the end of the game. Great work from Sanson. Traore does really well. Good control and sense of awareness from him, and Danny Ings keeps his footing to make it 4. So again, another great performance. Having gone behind, we've shown grit, we've shown character, we've shown drive to get back into the game and win 4-1. Really dominant display in the end. We score quite a lot of goals late on, which is not what I was expecting. I was expecting to concede late on, but actually, because we're sort of managing when we press, working sensibly with the ball, we're able to sort of keep going throughout the game because fitness levels are quite high, and as the opposition is getting tired, we're able to strike. Anyway, potential consolation for Norwich. Norman Acevedo, good effort, but Martinez parries it over, and that is that. Another very good win, all things considered. 3 more points, and we're having a really good season. That's all that can be said. This is way better than I expected. And with 66 points now on the board, I had a quick check on the Premier League website earlier. That is the second highest points tally, I believe, that Aston Villa have ever got in the Premier League era. The highest they ever got was 72-74 when they finished second in the inaugural Premier League campaign. So it's been good. So then, Arsenal 3rd versus 4th. Everton have beaten Liverpool, which is, well, that's certainly kept the title alive. Manchester UFC versus Liverpool for the title is not very realistic, but in this universe, that's what's happening. We're not in the conversation, but we are, of course, in the conversation for Champions League football. Beat Arsenal today, and it would be certainly very, very, very much in our hands. Okay, I see no reason to really change the team particularly. Everyone is playing quite well at the moment, apart from maybe Matty Cash, who's not... Cash and Konsa, I mean, if we look at the average rating, Cash and Konsa are doing markedly not as well as Mings and Targett. I mean, they're still just below a 7, so it's not exactly bad, but potential areas for improvement in the summer. It's basically the real-life Arsenal side, but with Bernardeschi in there as well. Otherwise, there's not much change, but, I mean, we're at home. I expect to win. We just beat Norwich, so surely we can now beat Arsenal. That's how it works, right? Okay, early chance, Matty Cash, long throw in, looking for Tyrone Mings, and it's nearly in, cleared off the goal line by Ben White. Where did that come from? I mean, it nearly went in. Last ditch defending from White. Lively start. Buendia with a free kick, similar position to the throw. It's nodded away. Sanson recycles to Targett. Left hand side. Can he stretch and get across and go short to Nkamba? Back to Sanson. Matty Cash in loads of space. Is he going to hit this? He is. He nearly gets it in. Good stop from Ramsdale. Will we live to regret neither of those things going in? Buendia intercepts, but then immediately gives it away. An Arsenal score. Thomas Partey levers that one in. Absolute thunder strike from him, and that was that was a bit of a mistake from Buendia. We didn't deal with it initially that well, but then this is the issue here. Buendia intercepts and then immediately gives it away. Sanson can't stop Bernardeschi. Well, Sanson does stop Bernardeschi, but ends up just fling it into the path of Thomas Partey instead. Far from ideal, but we've been better overall so far. So let's just keep going. Don't worry. We went behind against Norwich. We ended up winning. We can do the same here. Buendia needs to sort of redeem himself. That's not how we go about it. Giving the ball away again with a very silly pass. And Camber intercepts, finds Ings centrally. It's not even on target. Cash, throw, given away. Bailey can't pick it up. We're being sloppy. We look rattled, but good clearing header from Concert. Buendia rolls it to Sanson. I thought he was going to give it away again. Sanson on the left-hand side, keeps possession, back to target. Someone needs to whip a ball in. We've got 3 men in the box. It's not the bright option. I feel like we're going to do something stupid here, maybe. We're looking a little bit, rattled, a little bit, a bit silly with what we're doing here. The home record is on the line. Ings. Short to Sanson. Can we just find a cross in? Ings is there, better position, flicks it up. Bailey's there, and Leon Bailey with his head again gets us back on level terms. We're just kind of rushing at things, snapping at things, but that's better. Ings' effort is blocked, but Bailey's in a good position. He's very, very quick to react. Great thinking from him. Arsenal not done yet. It's been a couple of action-packed games so far. Bailey intercepts again. He is the star man, I think, overall this season, apart from Danny Ings. Here is Danny Ings, pushed out to the right-hand side, controls it well, flicks it into Zakaria. It's gone in. It's Buendia who's got the final touch. Looked like a bit of a mess in the area, but good work from Ings to stretch the defence out wide, flicks it back in. Zakaria nods it on. It falls to Buendia, who smashes it past Aaron Ramsdale. And we've turned the game on its head. Can we do the same as we did against Norwich and now go and extend our lead? Arsenal haven't really done much apart from their goal. Zakaria makes it 3. It's exactly what we've done. Second of the season for the Swiss international. Well, yeah, talk about a reversal of fortunes. It comes to Matt Target, holds it up well with Nkamba, gets it back, whips a ball in, and Zakaria is there. He's alive to it. Another headed goal from us. 3-1. Chance for Arsenal to pull a goal back though. It's rolled across to Ben White. We block it well and look to maybe counter as well. Zakaria, he's kind of dwelling on the ball a little bit. It came to nothing. It's half time, and having gone behind once again, we are 3-1 up, which is fantastic. I'll tell you what, after some of the teams I had to manage on FM21, this team is really, really full of fight and grit and determination, which is something severely lacking last year. It's very refreshing. Second half's been pretty uneventful, but a chance maybe now with 10 minutes to go for Arsenal to come back in. Aubameyang's found a bit of space. There's been a very uneventful second half. Mings with a good block, but still Aubameyang has it. Xhaka, it's close, but no cigar. Right, we've made all of our changes. We shut the game down just to see it out. I think it's going to be done. It's going to be another fantastic win. Our home record continues. Villa Park is, well, the luckiest place on earth, apparently. 3-1. We come from behind again for the second game of the episode to win. And so, yet another wonderful win has left us in an extremely strong position with 6 games to go. We are third still. We've been there for most of the season, and we are now 10 points clear of Arsenal in 4th. We're 19 points clear of Everton in 7th. We are almost certain to be in Europe next season. It's just a question of what it will be, and it's looking very, very likely that it's going to be the Champions League, which is crazy to think about. I'm not quite sure how it's happened, but as always, I'm very happy that it is. We will be back next time for the final episode of the season. We've got some tricky games in the meantime against Liverpool and against Manchester City, both away from home. I don't expect we're going to win both of those. We're probably going to lose both of them. But our final 4 matches, Palace at home, Brentford away, Brighton at home, and Burnley away, that's they're games we should be getting something from, you would think. I think actually, given the position that we're in, we probably won't come back for Brighton and Burnley. We'll probably just come back for the Burnley game, the last game of the season, because I don't know, if both of them prove crucial, then we'll come back for both. But anyway, that is that for today. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe as well. I mean, this is just one of the weirdest seasons I've ever had on FM, and it's really very enjoyable. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.